The Red Envelope. A Valentine's Day Story. Intermediate English. It was Valentine's Day, and the small town of Maplewood was covered in snow. Maria, a young woman from Brazil, had been living there for 6 months. She was still learning English, but she loved the quiet beauty of the town. Every morning, she walked to the local cafe to practice her English with the owner, Mr. Thompson, a kind old man with a white mustache. That morning, the cafe was decorated with red hearts and paper flowers. Maria ordered her usual coffee and sat by the window. As she sipped her drink, she noticed a red envelope on the table. It had no name, just a small heart drawn on the front. "Is this yours?" she asked Mr. Thompson. He smiled. "No, it's not mine. Maybe it's for you." Maria opened the envelope carefully. Inside was a handwritten note. "Meet me at the park bridge at 5 p.m. Follow the red ribbons." She looked around, but no one seemed to be watching her. Her heart raced. Who could it be? All day, Maria couldn't stop thinking about the note. At 4:30 p.m., she put on her warm coat and walked to the park. The snow crunched under her boots, and the air was cold but fresh. As she walked, she saw red ribbons tied to trees, leading her toward the bridge. When she reached the bridge, she saw a man standing there, holding a single red rose. It was Alex, the librarian from the town library. Maria often went there to read and practice her English. He was shy but always helpful. "Alex?" she said, surprised. He smiled nervously. "Hi, Maria. I left the note for you. I wanted to do something special for Valentine's Day. You're always so kind, and I thought, maybe we could spend today together?" Maria felt her cheeks turn red, but she smiled. "I'd like that." They walked through the park, talking and laughing. Alex had prepared a small picnic with hot chocolate and cookies. They sat on a bench, watching the snow fall. Maria felt happy and warm, even in the cold. As the sun set, Alex handed her the red rose. "Happy Valentine's Day, Maria." She took the rose and smiled. "Thank you, Alex. This is the best Valentine's Day I've ever had." From that day on, Maria and Alex spent more time together. The red envelope had brought them closer, and Maplewood felt a little more like home. Let's take a look at our grammar point today, which is non-defining relative clauses. Non-defining relative clauses give extra information about a person, place or thing. They are not necessary to understand the main idea of the sentence. We always use commas to separate them from the rest of the sentence. We use them with who for people, which for objects or animals, and where for places. Let's take a look at the example from the story. Maria, a young woman from Brazil, had been living there for 6 months. Here's another example. Mr. Thompson, a kind old man with a white mustache, was the owner of the cafe. Now, look at the rest of the examples. Alex, a shy young boy, worked in the town library. The movie, which we saw last night, was very scary. The smartphone, which I bought last week, is broken now. The park, where we used to play as kids, is now a shopping mall. Great! We hope you enjoyed the story and learned what non-defining relative clauses are and how to use them. That's all for today then. Happy Valentine's Day!